Hey y'all, welcome back to Keeping Up with Chyna. We're back with another video. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. So you guys, it's been a hot minute since I've done a video, so I feel like it feels so weird. So, and you guys, my hair, I've had my hair, the last two videos you guys saw, which was filmed 2 weeks ago, this is the same retwist that I've had for the last 2 weeks, you guys. And yes, I've had my hair retwisted for the last 2 weeks, and this is how they look. Like, they still look so beautiful. Like, the retwist still looks beautiful. Like, all I did was my edges, and I sprayed them with my rose water, and that's it, y'all. Like, I sprayed it with my rose water and then oil with my oil, and that is it, y'all. But anyways, if you guys are interested in my products, make sure you guys check down below and for the link, and you guys can go and check them out. Anyways, y'all, back to the video. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic. I saw this topic on this girl's one of my YouTube buddy friend or whatever, I guess you can call her. Her name is Morgan Alexa. She do have locks also, and she do make videos about locks and all that other stuff. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check out her channel. But yes, she talked about the difference between lint and buildup. So I know that a lot of people, when they hear like any buildup, they quickly just think that, you know, doing like an ACV rinse is going to help, or it's going to, like, you know, solve the problem. First, I want to start off by saying that buildup, you guys, can happen from a lot of things. And it's like with locks, of course, you know, with locks, because the hair is mashed together, so like, you know, when things go inside of your locks, a lot of the time it's hard for it to come out, or, you know, it gets trapped inside because of course the hair mashes up together, so it'll be hard for you to sometimes get those things out your hair. Before you know, can figure out how to, you know, solve the issue, like for example, if you see, like, you know, a lot of white things in your locks, it just looks dirty, or it just does not look nice. Okay, if you see any of those things, first you have to find out if it's buildup, like product buildup, or if it's like lint. So, and depending on, you know, if it's lint or buildup, there's different ways that you can, you know, deal with this situation. Then you'll know, you know, what your next step of action is. So first, you want to find out if it's product buildup. So if you're using a lot of cream, a lot of products, a lot of heavy products in your locks, heavy, you know, shampoo and all those things, if it's not like water-based or water-soluble products, you know, that is a high risk of, you know, those products getting trapped into your lock, especially if you're not rinsing it out very thoroughly when you're washing your hair. Buildup is it's something that you can try to prevent or lessen, but, you know, a lot of people unfortunately do experience, you know, product buildup. And, you know, if you do have product buildup, or a way that you can figure out if you do have product buildup or lint is if you're washing your hair, if it's product buildup, a lot of the time, if you, like, you know, if you squeeze it and stuff like that, like, it'll look like very like yucky, and like it'll get like gooey, and eventually, like, you can do this and, you know, rinse it off, and, you know, like, it will come off, you know. Or if you do like a ACV rinse where like, you know, it brings everything up to the surface of your hair, and then you just, you know, basically remove the gunk by, like, you know, pressing on it and, you know, removing the gunks out of your locks. So that's, you know, one way to figure out if it is buildup or lint. And if it does, you know, come out very easily by you just, you know, mashing it and, you know, pressing on it and stuff like that, sorry, then, you know, that was a product buildup. But of course, if you wash your hair and your hair still looks the same, and you look at it and you just see like little particles on your locks, then most likely it is lint buildup. And lint buildup is caused by, you know, basically anything. Like if you're going to sleep at night with no bonnet, you don't have a silk or satin pillowcase, you know, all of those things get trapped into your locks. And over time, like, you know, if you're wearing a lot of sweater, and if you wear your hair down a lot, and you're not protecting it, or you know, you wear a lot of shirts that tend to like rub off your where your hair rub off of your shirt, and you know, those particles, they get trapped into your locks, and over time they tend to look like buildup. A lot of the time is lint. Like my little sister, I've made a lot of videos of her locks, how she had a lot of, I would say, both lint and buildup. At some point I just stopped using products on her hair, and I could see a difference. And then the next step was I started to see, like, you know, the actual lint on her locks. So I try to, like, you know, remove them superficially, and then she started to, like, you know, wear her bonnets more at night, and you know, just taking care of her locks. And that, you know, really helped out a lot, and it lessened, you know, I could see that her locks did not have as much buildup as it did a few months prior. So it's really important to first know which kind you have. And with lint buildup, it just really all depends on the severity of it. Like if it's like a little bit of lint, you know, and if it's like very superficial, you can, like, you know, pull them out with your hand. I use my brush a lot of the time to like brush my hair a lot to remove the superficial things out of my locks, because your locks attracts a lot of things in the air, on the couch. If you're laying down on the couch, it attracts a lot of things. So it's better, before it gets deep into the locks, you know, brush your locks or go through your locks like at least once a week to, like, you know, just to see if there's any like, you know, lint. Like this little thing I just see, that's a lint right here that I just picked out of my lock. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, you guys can't really see it. It's very tiny, but anyways, yeah, right there. Yeah, so those little things eventually, or like over time, build up, and they tend to become a huge issue. So with those type of buildup, it's kind of hard to, you know, you can't do an ACV rinse and you expect the lock, I mean those things, to just get out of your hair. With lint buildup, there's only two ways to really treat it, because it's either one, you have to remove your locks and start over, or two, you can just like, you know, put color over it to try to like hide it. That's the only way, because especially depending on how much you have and how deep they are in the locks, that's the only two options that you have. So yeah, so that's why I talk a lot about, like, make sure you are taking care of your hair at night. And I'm not saying that even when you do all these things, you will never experience buildup or product buildup or any lint buildup, but I'm just saying, if you do these things where it can lessen the amount that you know, accumulate over the years, or it can lessen the amount of buildup that you accumulate over the years. Yeah, so that's why now I don't use any crazy products in my hair. All I use to do my retwist is my oil and my rose water. Like, these are like basically like my staple, that's the two things that I honestly just use in my locks, like these two. And then to retwist, that's exactly what I use on my locks. I don't use any locking gel or creams anymore, because I did started to see product buildups in my locks, and I did not want that. So I cut all of that off like about a year and a half or 2 years ago. Now all I use is my oil and rose water to retwist my hair. And as you guys can see, if you preserve your retwist the right way, your locks can last for a while. Like, I'm going on 2 weeks now, you guys, and my lock still looks fabulous. And yes, you guys, I do work out, I do go to the gym, so there are ways that you can prolong your retwist, especially when going to the gym. And if you guys are interested about, you know, a video like that, you guys can let me know, and I can make a video on how I you know, preserve my retwist to for it to last longer. Like, I cut off all those heavy products that I thought was that I saw that was causing the buildup. And you guys, my hair has been doing so much better. I don't see as much buildup in my locks. I used to dye my hair a few years ago, but I stopped that also about 2 years ago. And I can actually monitor, you know, the buildups, like, you know, lint or product buildups more, so that I can see it. Because if you're coloring it all the time, you're hiding it all the time, especially if it's white, and you're coloring your hair all the time, it's going to be hard for you to know or see if you are having, you know, buildup issue or lint buildup issue. So with the lint, all I can say is just to lessen the amount that you do get is, you know, of course, wear your bonnet at night. I always wear my bonnet at night. I would say 95% of the time. Like, I would say, like, once in a while, of course, I do forget, but I always have a silk bonnet or satin bonnet. So even if I don't, pillowcase, so even if I don't have my bonnet on, I do have the silk or satin pillowcase, where, like, you know, that does help out on the days that I don't wear my bonnet, or the days that I don't feel like wearing it. Then, you know, that does help. So you can do that. And don't wear your hair, if you are wearing your hair out a lot, make sure the clothing that you're wearing is not, like, the fabric is not, like, you know, the type that would, like, that your hair would attract lint with, like, especially like with sweaters and stuff like that. Sweaters and, like, those fabric, they do tend to like Locs tend to like rub against them and attract a lot of lint. So make sure, you know, if you are wearing those, make sure, like, you know, if your hair, you know, can have your hair up, or you do like a updo or something like that. But me, like, most of the time I'm at home most of the time, so most of the time, you guys, my hair is in a bonnet or it's tied up, it's away. So that's another way that I guess prevent lint issue or product lint issue overall. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys learn anything in this video, or if you guys like this video. I thought it was interesting because I know a lot of people mix them too. Like, they think that lint issue and product buildup is the same thing. And, you know, a lot of time when you do, like, the ACV rinse and you have lint problems, a lot of the time it's not going to do much. Honestly, it's not going to, like, it might help to bring, you know, the superficial one on top of the locks, so that you can remove it, yes. But a lot of the time, if it's like really bad lint issue, it's gonna be very hard for you to, like, remove them. The ACV rinse only does so much. With the product buildup, of course, it also depends on the severity also, but it does help with those ACV rinse. It does help, you know, to remove those product buildup when your hair gets wet, and you have all those other products, all those ingredients that helps activate and, you know, make the product buildup, you know, gunky, and it'll be easier for you to, like, remove it. So it all depends. Like, you have to really know what is going on with your hair, like, you know, what type you have, so that you can know how to, you know, attack it, how to, you know, solve the problem or make it better. Because a lot of the time, you're not gonna always get your, like, you know, get everything out. You can lessen the amount, but a lot of the time you can 100% remove lint or 100% remove product buildup. You just have to lessen the amount there is on your locks. And yeah, guys, let me know if you guys have any questions, if you guys experience lint buildup, or you guys experience product buildup, and how did you combat those issues. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, leave all your comments down below. If you guys are interested in my oils or my spray bottles, or my rose water mist, if you guys are interested in them, make sure you check out my website. And also, we are having, like, bigger bottles. I'm gonna have a bigger bottle than the 4 ounce. I'm gonna have the 8 ounce. So I know you guys have been asking me for that, so that's gonna be available pretty soon. I'm gonna announce that once it is available. But thank you guys so much for your support. I've seen a lot of people that's been ordering on through YouTube. So I really thank you guys, the ones that has been, well, everybody, the ones, especially the ones that, you know, has ordered. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.